Oh, one more thing. You got one of these. If you can possibly do it, make copies. All right? One of these will be online. I'll have it there, but if you can make copies, you'll have extras. Okay? Cool. Now I'm done. Sure? Sure. I'll go sit down now.
Let's see. Let's talk a little bit about substitutions. Talk a little bit about your hydration, and tell you the fields that you're going to be at this year. Old Shepherd, almost called it Old Shell. Shell, Oak Point. Oak Point is about 2 blocks north of Shell. That's good. High Point, Cheyenne, and Archgate for referee purposes. We'll also be at Russell Creek for test pre-kick. Any stoppage, any free kick, any possession, until you get an official email telling you that that is no longer in vogue, is when they can substitute. I don't know if you've ever seen heat exhaustion or a heat stroke. It takes a long time to come back from it. One of the things about taking an excessive amount of games yourself, especially if you're not fit, if you haven't been out in this stuff a lot, a couple 3 is probably about all you can handle. The other thing is, this year we're going to be starting, as Brad said, at 7:30. We'll go until 11 something. The next start time will be at 6:15 or 6:30 in the afternoon for another 3-game slot, trying to avoid the heat. And again, I'm not sure how long this will last. I just wish it didn't have to be this way. I wish it was nice, 65, 70 degrees, a couple of drops of rain every once in a while. I haven't seen rain since I don't remember when. The main thing is to keep everybody healthy. Saturday morning at 6 o'clock, when Mom comes and wakes you up and said, hey, you got games at 7:30, is not the time to start hydrating. Tuesday, Wednesday sounds good to me. At the risk of embarrassing somebody, when you go to the bathroom and you pee like everybody else does, the clearer it is, the more hydrated you are, the more it looks like apple juice, the more you're not hydrated. Now that we've got that messy thing out of the way, why is it always me? Let's see. Oh yeah, paperwork. Yellow cards, red cards, incident reports, all of those situations. We had 3 ambulances on the field today, and 9 kids got taken off because a Martian spaceship landed on them. That's how wild my imagination can get at times. And sometimes it gets worse. Anything that's a non-normal occurrence on your field, fill out an incident report, make sure that it gets documented. Yellow cards, red cards, same situation. Paperwork is a must, people. Picking up the phone and calling Brad, all it does is give him one more check mark for something else to do. If you yellow card or red card, or you dismiss a coach, there is hard paperwork to be done. 48 hours. If it's not on Mike's desk in 48 hours, it might be longer than that before you do another game. It's not hard. It doesn't take. It's not a 1,000-word essay. The fewer the words you can use on a game report, the misconduct report, the better off you are. Don't try to sell me to the fact of why you issued a yellow or red card. There's a law being broken. There was a player that infringed that law. End of story. Now it was Tuesday. It was dark. It doesn't need to be a novel. Make it an ultra short story. I have decided to put together a referral program, which will come from you guys. Bring me a referee, new to the program. I love little kids. bring me a referee or bring me an individual that wants to be a referee new to the program. He or she stays for 2 seasons. I'll send you a nice crisp $20 gold piece, or maybe a $20 bill. As one of the kids pointed out yesterday, he said, gosh, if I get 5 of those, that's $100. I'm willing to invest in the program if you're willing to invest in the time that it takes to send somebody with a like mind of yours. The ones that don't care, several of your referee friends didn't make it to referee meeting 1. They didn't make it to referee meeting 2, and they darn sure aren't here at referee meeting 3. Do you know when referee meeting 4 will be?
Next season.
There is none. We will go this on our own. We may have to widen and broaden some of y'all's shoulders. As Mike said, there are over 400 teams. We keep growing every year. I still want that magic 200 referee figure. Right now we're at about 130. So send me 70 of your friends with like minds and like interests that want to learn more about this game, have a great time doing it, and have a ton of fun. Even Lori has a ton of fun, right? Well, there was that one time, remember? But you know, if you're flipping burgers at McDonald's, it's a pretty structured environment. They don't kind of like for you guys to have all the fun. The more fun you have here, the easier the day is, the happier the players are, the happier everything goes. So if you're not having fun, one of the things that will stop you from having fun is not being comfortable in your own skin. If you don't know the rules, if you don't know the laws of the game, it can make you pretty uncomfortable. So my situation would be that at this website, PSASoccerReferees.com, our videos as well as print, for those of you that don't want to watch me and Buddy and Brad and Jim. Would that be the Four Stooges? Sound good. But when a coach or a knowledgeable player asks you a question about a law and you don't know, what are you going to tell them? First and smartest thing you can do is tell them I don't know, or I don't remember. But if you'll allow me, indulge me the time to phone a friend or phone a monitor or holler at somebody that would give that information, whether it's league policy or whatever it is. The worst thing you can do is go, the coach is coming to you and say, hey, I've got a question for you. Oh, not me. There's going to be a monitor or a mentor at each one of the complexes, hopefully each one of the fields. Growing mentors and growing monitors is more difficult than it is to grow referees. It's a chore trying to find people that will give that much of their time and energy to give back to the program to make it bigger and better and bigger and better each time. Don't avoid these people. And surely don't smart off to them, because that information will get back to Mike as well. And when that information gets back to Mike, it's never a fun day at the PSA Corral. Anyway, back to the referral thing. It would please me a great deal to give away about $1,000 about a year from now. And I'm prepared to do it if you're prepared to send them to me. We'll make referees out of them and make them as happy as you guys are. Everybody is happy, right?
Yes, sir.
If you're happy and you know it's happy.
All right, we're good. Now, next to last is called the ride-along activity. Gee, wonder what that means. One of the areas that we've been remiss in as a unit is our AR ship. It's taken somewhat of a detour down a dirt road. We have a tendency to run up and down the field, and that's about it. So If you are doubting your AR-ship skills, send me an email. We will do this on a select basis. This is not a mandatory situation, comma, yet, period. Maybe after the second or third week of the season, it may become mandatory. I would like to think that you guys, as a body, would understand what you know and what you don't know, and what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with. And if there's some doubt as far as what you can or can't do, or what you need or need not to do, sign up for the ride-along activity. You've got the paperwork that tells you all about it. There'll be a monitor and a mentor. They'll be behind you guys. You guys will be facing the field just like a regular AR. And you'll mirror that referee's or that AR's signal. Referee, the ball goes out of touch, going this way, it'll go like this. Is the correct signal, right?
No.
Okay. But that's what it's for. The pre-games that referees have been giving, there's good, there's bad, and there's not so much. A lot of us have a tendency to go, okay, we'll do this like we did last time. If you don't ask, if you don't direct those of you that are referees, if you don't direct your AR, and the AR makes an error based on information or a situation that you left out as a referee, the onus is on yourself. Don't be surprised if the AR doesn't send one of us an email and say, you know, I worked with Harvey Parker, and we got 15 seconds for a pregame. Let's go do it. That's all he said. It's easy enough. No, it's not quite. There are circumstances and details that need to be more specific. The other part of that same equation is if your referee doesn't say boop, ask. Ask the details. Where do you want me on a corner kick? Where do you want me on, do you want me to manage the subs? Do you want me to watch the hands, the feet on throw-ins? What do you want me to do? I think one of the cardinal sins that we as referees, and I don't care if you're brand new or an antique like myself, is assuming that your ARs know, or as you as an AR, assuming that your referee can read your mind. Do we have any fortune tellers in the crew? I had my hand read one time. It took me 5 weeks to get the paint off it. If you ask, you'll get information. It's like the dumb question thing. The dumb question is the one that you don't ask. There are no such things as dumb questions. I believe I'm done. Am I done, Brad?
Yes, you're done.
I'm done.